If I am my God, right, and when Satan's God commanded him to tempt me, then wouldn't I now be using my Bill of Rights to then defend your constitutional rights? Right now, as I establish my religion in accordance with my Bill of Rights. Now, Amendment 1 of my Bill of Rights, your Bill of Rights, says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or permitting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. So, because the state of Florida violated my Bill of Rights in accordance with Amendment 1, the state of Florida and I are both both pleading the fifth. See now, we both pleading the fifth, so you gotta look at it. See, it say no person, but the state is not a person, it's a principality. So how can the judge who represents the principality plead the fifth and come to work every day and render judgment as the state? So if the judge is going to plead the fifth, then the judge needs to relinquish its judgeship, renounce it. Now, see, let's go to renounce. See, because you can't be a judge and a person. See, if not, it's because you like the king, you'll have to renounce your throne. See, to renounce, to give up, refuse, or resign, usually by formal declaration. See, because now you no longer represent the state, you represent yourself. See, so if you're gonna plead the fifth, then you can't be a judge. It says no judge. It doesn't say that. It says no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime. So see, when the judges inside of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida all conspired to commit a crime against me, a person, a citizen of the state of Florida. Now, hold on, let me show you a citizen. See, I'm a person for whom is a citizen. See, a native or naturalized person, see, who owes allegiance to a government and is entitled to protection from it. So see, I'm a person who is entitled for protection from my government. I pay my taxes. That's why I was able to sue the IRS to show that I was in accordance with my Amendment 5 protections. See? So now I prove that I'm a person. So now I prove that the judge is not a person. The judge is an administrator. Now let's look at administrator. See, when they want to take these positions, you see what I'm saying? Then they take on the responsibility of that position. See? Okay, well, now here it is, administrative judge. See, an administrative law judge. Then it says, an officer in a government agency with quasi-judicial functions. Now, quasi-judicial functions, having a particular judicial character by possession of the right to hold hearings on and conduct investigations into disputed claims and alleged infractions of rules and regulations, and to make decisions in the general manner of courts. So how can the court be a person? See, you can't be a person and be the court. See, so once the judge takes over that administrative position, the judge no longer has personhood. They have statehood. See, now statehood. See, the condition of being a state. See, state. Wait a minute. Now, see, then a state is, see, you got, state is defined as a lot of things, but what we said, the members or representatives of the governing class assembled in a legislative body. See what I'm saying? So how can, if the courts is supposed to protect the body, which is we the people, when the person becomes an administrator in the courts, then they no longer be a person in the body, because they supposed to be the judge over the law, not over us. See, they supposed to make sure that we are in accordance with the law. Now, if the judge is not in accordance with the law, you as a citizen better know the law. If not, you're going to be a victim of the judge's abuse of the law. See, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm showing you and your children as I show my children, right? As well as my grandchildren's grandchildren me, as I go through what I'm teaching you about. Now, it's like Moses when they say, well, Moses didn't get into the promised land because he hit the rock. Well, in this instance, I'm asking you all, what is the rock I hit? Because I am now a member of Folk Houses Incorporated, which is a corporation in the incorporated state of Florida. So if Florida is an incorporated state, then why can't Four Castles become a state that's incorporated? Because you made this two-state solution. Okay, look, two-state solution. Let's see. Okay, then, see, back in the, well, you know, that's what segregation was. It was a two-state solution. You had yours and we had ours. But now, why can't I have my corporation and I can hire anybody, and you have your corporation and you can hire anybody? See, that's what is now that I'm now integrating. See, I'm not integrating lunch counters, I'm integrating the courthouse. See, I'm saying they segregated in the courthouse. And that's the last place segregation need to be in the United States of America. Because if everybody don't have a right, nobody have a right. So that's why now I'm hitting them with Amendment 5. I'm hitting them with, I'm pleading the 5th. But I'm pleading the 5th as the state. See, not as the judge. See, because now I'm separating the judge from the state. And now I'm the public defender for the state of Florida against the judge. See, I'm saying, judge, you want to plead the 5th. So now you're saying you're a person. You're no longer a judge. How can you plead the 5th and be a judge? Then you stopping me from pleading the 5th. Now what I'm saying is no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment, right? Now let's look at presentment, right? So it's presentment. Now the legal definition of it is the act of presenting to an authority a formal statement of a matter to be dealt with. That's what I did when the post office sent me 0 checks Bill Hurd stole my car and said I told him to put an engine in it. See, I gave them a presentment of evidence, right? See, or not see, it's a presentment, which, like I said, I did the act of presenting. See, I presented my evidence in the civil and criminal courthouses. That's the act. The act took place in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, right? I presented to the authority for whom was the judge, and the judge I made a formal statement of a matter to be dealt with, and the judge chose sides. See, so then I had to then summons the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964 in self-defense against the judge. Now the judge and the judges in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, ever since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, been pleading the fifth. But I'm saying, well, you can't plead the fifth as the state unless you're the prosecuting attorney. And how can you then plead the fifth as the prosecuting attorney? See, by me being the public defender, I'm showing that the prosecuting attorney is violating the Constitution and now pleading the fifth. Well, how can you plead the fifth and you supposed to be defending the state of Florida? See, you're defending yourself. See, you now have been returned and reduced to the person you are. That's what I'm telling you Christians. I'm saying, if you're a Christian, are you human? See, because these judges in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida has been reduced back to the treacherous person that they were before they became a judge. See, now all of the treachery that they have done as a judge is now they have to deal with as a person. And now they want to plead the fifth, which is okay as a person, but you can't do it as a judge. See, because then you pleading the fifth because you can't answer the evidence. The evidence is speaking louder than anything you can say. See, but because I am the evidence, I'm pleading the fifth as well. See, so I gave them my presentment, and now this is the indictment. Now now we saying indictment. Let's look that up. See, because like I say, we here now, so we might well come out of this thing smarter than we went in. A formal written statement framed by a prosecuting authority and found by a jury such as a grand jury charging a person with an offense. So now I gave the judge my presentment, right, as Petty Officer 3rd Class, Tommy Chance Council Sr., President of Folk Houses Incorporated. Then the judge decided to become a person and no longer administrative judge. See, so then I used the Florida Constitution to then charge the person who was impersonating a judge for the state of Florida. So that's why I am the prosecuting attorney for the state of Florida. See, after the indictment, when I did the presentment, I was the public defender. Now, when they violated my rights, now I'm prosecuting them. See, by indictment. See, a formal written statement framed by a prosecuting authority. Now, you say, well, how do you get that authority? By being Petty Officer 3rd Class, Tommy Chance Council Sr., the government of these United States of America authorized me to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. There go my authorization to prosecute any enemy of the Constitution. See, so this is what I'm saying. I'm making history in chronological order, and I recorded it in such, but now Satan has used the name of religion in vain, and now you all who use Jesus' name and saying that Jesus is in control of everything has now slandered the name of your Lord and Savior, and you're defending Satan. So are you Satan, who commanded by Jesus or the Prophet Muhammad or Allah to tempt me to sin so you wouldn't show that you not human, that you're not a person, you're a minister, you're a high priest, you're a Pharisees, you're a scribe, but when are you a human being? See, you have forfeited that kind when you created the kind you are. See, when was a minister created? When was a high priest created? It was not created in Genesis 1, and it was not created in Genesis 2, and it was not created in Genesis 3. So when was the priest created? Now the prophet was created along with God. And according to the scripture and the writer of the Torah, who is Moses, the Lord, whoever that was, made Moses a god to Pharaoh and his brother Aaron his prophet. When did he make him a preacher? See, a prophet is a witness. See, but now they making because how could Aaron be a prophet to his brother Moses without him telling that Moses is actually his brother? Because if Moses was raised as an Egyptian, would the Israelites know who Moses is? They saw Moses as their oppressor. Now the brother is divulging that this is actually his brother, who is corroborating the story that Moses was put in a basket and put down the Nile. So see, his brother, his family got to be the witness to Moses. But now my family is acting as if I'm not me. So are they now testifying to the Satan that's trying to tempt me? Or are they Satan, who God is using like Peter against Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, that made Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee calls Peter Satan? As I now ask, who is Satan now? Because I see his God, I got him neutralized in court. I got the Florida Constitution, the United States Constitution, the Florida Bill of Rights, the United States Bill of Rights, the United States Declaration of Independence, statutory law, the Civil Rights Act of 1964, the Ten Commandments, the Holy Bible, and the Holy Quran on the God of Satan for allowing Satan to tempt me. So now, see, now the judge who was Satan, right, in my spiritual exodus, right, out of the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, is now hiding in plain sight. See, he as well as she want to be a judge by day and a person at night. But I showed that they are a person in court because they're not telling you of their crimes committed against you. Because when they commit a crime against the Constitution, they commit a crime against the citizenry. So they commit a crime against everybody. That's why they can't plead the fifth as a judge, because they saying the whole state plead the fifth, and the state don't even know what is pleading. So that's what I'm telling the state. I'm saying, well, hey man, I done charged you with my murder. And I'm saying, okay, is this the Noah thing? Well, I'm telling you it's for the flood, but you wanna, but then maybe you not acting ignorant. But what I'm saying is, whatever you doing, don't mean that what I'm telling you I didn't do. So here I am, I'm telling poor people what I've done. And they act, man, you should do for yourself. Man, and I'm saying, hey man, I done already done this in accordance with my oath. Now, I'm not the only person took this oath. See, but that's the thing about ignorant people who don't deserve the freedom that they squander. See, somebody died for you to squander the freedom that they died for. And a brother like me knows somebody who died. So see, this freedom for me is a lot more serious because I know somebody lost their lives for this oath. See, so now people look at my passion and they misconstrue it for racism. But I'm saying, well, was George Washington racist? Was Thomas Jefferson racist? Was John Howell racist? I'm talking about against King George. So why is it racism for me? Because I want my children to be just as free as George Washington wanted you, if you saying America is not my country, right? So I'll even give you that. For the sake of argument, I'll give you that, right? So, but if when you had a king, right, and you wasn't born, because you wasn't born on July 4th, 1776, so that means that whoever was born then had you in mind. See, they was never able to live the wealth that you squandering because they was a new country. They was broke. They had just came out of war, just like you people, right? Y'all broke, but you propping up your currency as if you wealthy, but you decaying because at the root of your money is your evil. So see, the Bible is now witnessing against you, America. See, and it's showing that your God is the God of Satan. See, the God that you trust in is Satan's God, because you tempted me to sin in a place that say in God we trust. So the only person that would be comfortable enough to commit a crime in a place where justice is supposed to be administered would be somebody who is commanded by a God. Because what other reason would you commit such an atrocity when your founding fathers had already gave you a Declaration of Independence from your king? So you're talking about the King James version of the Holy Bible, not understanding that you was once owned by probably King George. See what I'm saying? But see, now he didn't send him over here. That was that Fernando's, the Spanish king, right? But it ended up being Great Britain, because see, what people don't understand is when they conquered something, then their territory spread it. See, so just like you have British Island, West Indies, you have American West Indies. See, that's territories of this empire. See what I'm saying? So this stuff is biblical. It's the same thing, it's just now, right? So when the king violated the promise, then George Washington them was not prejudiced, they were patriots. Now, why am I, who is a patriot, I'm a Navy veteran who defending the Constitution like his country gave him an oath to do, why would I now be racist? And if I'm racist, why the judges not racist? Why the president not racist? Why all of the people that I contacted not racist? Like, how can one person who is fulfilling his oath that his country gave him now be racist and his country not be racist? If his country is against him and he is defending the Constitution like the country told him to defend, how is he a racist? He being Tommy Chansley Counsel Sr. Now, so I got them by indictment of grand jury, except in cases arising in the land. See, now this arose in the land. So see, now I didn't need a grand jury. See what I'm saying? Because it happened to me on the land. So all I should have had to do was call 911, which I did, and the investigation was supposed to transpire. But that's like calling King George on King George. See, so now what I have to do now is be like Paul Revere. See, I have to say 1 it by land, 2 it by sea. But I'm saying, well, I'm showing you that the crime took place in land, then it took place in court. See, so now I'm saying, well, is it 3 by court, 1 is by land, 2 is by sea, 3 is by court? See, because how can my history be the same as Paul Revere when I'm coming through the airwaves, through YouTube or TikTok or whatever medium I'm able to come through, spreading the information that Paul Revere was spreading, that the Union is in jeopardy. The British is coming, right? But now I'm not seen as Paul Revere, I'm seen as Benedict Arnold because I'm black, but neither one of them was black. So how could a black man play a white man and now ain't nobody mad, right? But why can't the black man play the black man and Benedict Arnold's descendants play Benedict Arnold? And now why don't Paul Revere descendants play Paul Revere? Because I'm giving you the same information. So now do what Paul Revere did, spread it so we can get prepared for the onslaught, right? But if you don't spread it, that don't mean that the assault is not coming. See, so I'm going through the hood saying, hey, the British is coming to Britain. Oh man, you crazy. See? Then I go in the Bible and say, hey man, this like Noah, man. I built this lawsuit like Noah built. Oh man, you crazy, man. And then I say, hey man, it's like the kid that kept crying wolf. And I'm saying, that's what y'all doing, but the wolf right there. Oh man. But see, now you got your children out here not prepared. But now you don't want to be responsible for what you did, for you not heeding the warnings. See, but who is responsible? Me, the Paul Revere, the John Hale saying, I only have one life to give for my country. That's my only regret. I'm saying because I understand that without a country, the house that Satan stole, it still wouldn't have no place to call home. Because if America is not my home, then that house is not my home. See, whoever owned America would have owned my home. You understand? So I had to win my country back and then have my country give me my home back, because Satan had it all. And now I got his God and Satan on trial. So why would you then let Satan plead the fifth and not let me? See, look, I'm just going to read the whole thing. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless of a presentment of or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war. See, so now this is why I'm pleading the fifth, because Satan has broke out a war in my existence. So I have to then banish, which means evict, the devil out of my existence. So now the devil and I exist parallel to each other. See, so now it's like, but I'm only gonna be in the flesh for so long, but the Satan is in the spirit. So if I do not get my legal truth in the atmosphere or in the universe, then how can my truth defeat the lie that has spread throughout the universe? See, so now it says, or public danger. Now, see, this is why I became the public defender, because of the public danger that I saw the public in. So that's why I have Satan's God on trial for putting the public in danger in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida. So when my truth get out in the universe, and then the universe start looking for my truth, it'll then find it where you should be able to find Jesus. See, you should be able to go to Jerusalem and find Jesus. But if he was in a manger, maybe he a lamb named Jesus. See, some of y'all name y'all dogs, some y'all name y'all horses. So why wouldn't they name a lamb? But hey man, I wasn't born then, I'm born now, but I'm not a lamb, I'm a human being. And I proved I was a person. So now, so I shouldn't be, so I'm getting the public out of danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb. See, so now, I was put in jeopardy on several occasions. One in the civil court, on several different occasions, the state of Florida let somebody sue me, but the state of Florida wouldn't let me sue them. So that's putting me in jeopardy for the same offense. Then they put me in criminal court because I wouldn't accept the crime that they committed against me in civil court. That's when I charged them with repeat violence, and that's why now I'm pleading the fifth. See, it's two sides to every story. So they have put my life and my limbs in jeopardy, just like they put Jesus' life and limbs in jeopardy when they put them nails in his hands. See, if they shoot me like they shot them syringes in me, that put my life in jeopardy. See, they shot a foreign substance in me without my consent because they was trying to say I was crazy. See, so now I'm saying, hey man, I don't care what my family said, you shot 2 syringes in me. I'm not crazy. I know what you did to me. South Seminole Hospital, I know what you did. See, now they telling me and suggesting that I have cancer. See, that's a mental attack. So I'm saying, well, if I have cancer, what you gonna do? You just let me sit here? Then they trying to stop me from even getting the information out. But if I have cancer, why you not trying to help me? Then what about the preachers who know that I am under attack? Well, now you gonna pray the cancer away? But now say, now, see, so I shouldn't be in the time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida ever since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. The state of Florida has been in violation of Amendment 5 of the Bill of Rights. nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself. See, so now, well, if the judge is pleading the fifth for the state, then who prosecuting the citizens if the state don't have the protection of the Constitution? See, so man, something went really wrong here in Florida, man. See, what happened when a citizen become as wise as the serpent? See, Because Adam failed to become as wise as the serpent, so now wouldn't a citizen have to be as wise as the serpent? See, nor be deprived of life, which haven't I been deprived? Let's look at deprived again, right? See, so I shouldn't be deprived because the judge want to plead the fifth. Why should I be deprived of my rights? See, marred by wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Marred by deprivation, right? Is deprivation. So it's deprived and the invasion, especially of necessity of life or of harmful environmental influences, right? No, wait, damn. See this, damn. Look, this, you can't see it, but it's like, it's helpful. Because I got this, what they call that, phone string thing, and it's stretched up. So it, but anyway, I don't believe in excuses. Say what you want to say. But it's marred by deprivation, especially of the necessity of life or of helpful environmental influences. So deprivation, the state of being kept from possessing, enjoying, or using something. See, so I can't use the Constitution. I can't plead the fifth because the judge pleading the fifth for the state. So if the judge pleading the fifth for the state, then how am I a citizen of the state? So how can I plead the fifth if the state pleading the fifth? So wouldn't the government have to come and give me back my life? See, it says, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property, see, without due process of law, which I'm showing you that's Section 9 of the Florida Constitution. The state denied me, and according to its own Constitution, Section 9. Due process, see? So I want due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. Well, why was what is the public use of still in my home? How the public gonna use my house? So how could you then take my house for public use? In the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, and then put me in jail. So what was the public use for putting me in jail, and now the state pleading the fifth?